Happy Wednesday, everybody. Today's lesson, we're going to learn about how to use Google Draw. This is going to be a fairly short folder. If you look, there's only two things in the folder. The two requirements that you're required to do today is just to watch this video. And then you're going to go down and click on the
first
Google
of all,
Draw
Google
assignment,
Draw,
and you're actually
open
going
it
to
up,
create
it does
a
look
Google
like
Draw
this.
today.
Starts
But
off
in
kinda
order
like a
to do
checkerboard.
all of the things that you need to do in the Google Draw assignment, you need to watch this video so I can show you exactly what to do. The first step, as soon as you open up the Google Draw, should be to add a background. And you can do kind of a lot of different things with the background. You can put an image as a background. You can do kind of a gradient as a background. You can choose any of these colors. You can go down to custom as well. But generally, I just kind of stick to keeping it simple. Another thing you can add is text boxes. So you can put text boxes, and more specifically for titles, you can put word art. And I recommend using word art because there's a lot more you can do with it. So you're going to type in what you want your title to be. It'll pop up. You can move it around. You can change the size. You can change the color. So the inside of those little lines, I guess, that make up the words, you can change that color to whatever you would like. I'm going to do like a burnt orange here. You can change the size of the text. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, you can stretch it out. Word art actually lets you to change the shape of the text. It lets you rotate it. So if you want to change the angle, you can do that as well. Now if you want to change the type of text or the font of the text, you can click on fonts and go down and select whichever one you want. There's a whole lot that are on Google that you have to choose from, so you just pick whichever one looks good for you. As long as you can still read it, that's really the only requirement. You can go to format options and change a lot more with the word art. You can change the size from here. We already did that just by clicking and dragging the text box, but you could do it from here if you really wanted to. You could also add a shadow to the text. This gives it kind of like a three-dimensional look. It makes it look way more professional instead of just, putting text on a document in Google. So this way you'd be able to add depth and dimension to your title, really making it pop and stand out. You can kind of adjust a bunch of things here too. Play around with it, see what you like, see what looks good. You can add a reflection if you want to. I personally don't think reflection works for this, so I'm going to leave it out. But you could add one if you wanted to. The next thing we want to talk about is how you put pictures into your Google Draw. So you can draw things by hand, but I personally think it's a lot easier to just import images straight from Google. So you can do that by clicking Insert Image, search the web. You can search for pictures on the web. I'm going to do a picture. Let's do a model of a solar system. So we're talking about scientific models. For this example, we're going to use the solar system. So it's going to be a model of a solar system. If you get any kind of error, just search for a different image. Some of them work, some of them don't. Most of them should work fine. So just find an image that works for you that you like. Once you found the image that you like, go ahead and insert it. You can change the size of it. You can change its position. Wherever you want to put it on the page. So I'm just going to stick mine right down here at the bottom. The next step, you can add lines. This is great when you have to label anything. And believe me, you are going to have to label stuff in just about every single model that you make. So this is very, very important. That's why there's a shortcut for it right at the top of the page. You can change the color of the line. I think since my picture is a little dark, it makes more sense to have a white line. So I'm going to make my line white. I'm going to stick it on here. Once I've got my line pointing somewhere, I can add a text box in order to create my label. So I'll just have to draw the text box, and then label it with Earth, since that is the planet of Earth. Again, I think my background's a little dark, so I'm going to change the color to white. Boom, there's my label. So you can see that's the Earth. And you can add more labels just like that. It's that easy. So really all you have to do is draw the line, change the color if you need to, and then add a text box. All right, next. So the next thing we want to do is add shapes. This is going to be incredibly useful. It's going to make your life a lot easier and quicker. You just go to Insert Shape, pick the shape you want to do, and then you're going to draw it. You got to click and hold to go from one corner to the other. I'm going to make just a nice little circle here. And then right now the circle, the interior of the circle is going to match whatever color you chose for your background. So if you want to change that, you just go click the paint box at the top and change the color. I'm going to make this kind of an off-white. Then add more lines, and you'll see these little dots pop up. You can click and drag from one of the dots to anywhere in the image, and that will create kind of one whole shape instead of them being two separate shapes. Now you might think, you might already be able to think you can recognize what I'm drawing here. It's one of my favorite things in the entire world, a zoom bubble. Yes, this is how you create a zoom bubble in Google Draw, which always bonus points if you can create a zoom bubble, even in Google Draw. So that took me like 2 seconds to make a zoom bubble. And once you've got your bubble made, you can insert shapes. Let's say you just want to add some particles. You can go to shapes and just add a bunch of circles. If you want to add, maybe a little more of an intricate drawing, you could go back to Google and search for an image of whatever you want to put in that zoom bubble. That would be fine as well. So this way you can create a zoomed in view of part of your image, which, we love zoom bubbles. So I don't know why Jupiter, the zoomed in view of Jupiter is a pizza pie, a black and white pizza pie. But that's what it's going to be for the purposes of this tutorial. Another thing you can do is change the shape of your title, and if you notice, since that was one of the first things we created, that's actually in the back of the image. So let's say I want to put that on top of the other things that I've created. I can just right click and go to Order and change the order of the things on this drawing and bring that to the front so it's on top of everything. Another thing you can do is you can personalize this drawing. So it looks nice right now. We got a solar system model, but I want to make it really pop. So I can go play around with some shapes. Again, the background is always going to be the same as your document background. So I'm going to change that to make it stick out. You can change the thickness of the line to make it more bold, make it pop out even more. I'm going to go ahead and add a text box in here so that we can put some text in. And then you can do all the typical stuff with text. You can change the position, you can change the size of the text, you can change the font if you want to, and you can also rotate those text boxes just like you did with the title. So I'm going to rotate it and hopefully line it up inside that shape. Woo, doesn't that look much better? So now this is my model of the solar system. It's got all the information it needs to have. It's got labels, it's got a zoom bubble, it's got a title, it's got something that makes it pop. You can also get creative, and if you want to make this your own, as long as you've got the required information, let's say I want to add maybe something a little goofy in the background just to make my teacher laugh. Teachers love to laugh. So let's say I go find maybe this GIF that I have, or GIF, if you will, in my folders, and I pull it out. I can stick that in the document. If you're searching on Google, make sure you save the image as, and make sure it's saving as a .gif. Otherwise, it's just going to be a picture when you insert it in your document. You insert that, you can put that, you change the order of that, you can put that anywhere you want. There you go. I've got Batman dancing on the solar system. So, in case you haven't figured out by now, I'm kind of a big fan of Batman. And there you have it. That's Google Draw. So that's all you need to know. From here on out, we are going to be using this a lot anytime we have to create models. So it's really important that you know how to use it. Play around with it a little bit. There's actually a lot more that you can do that I didn't cover. There's YouTube tutorials if you want to get more information. But from here going forward, we are going to use this a lot. And you do have an assignment today to complete using Google Draw. So make sure you check the requirements, make sure you read the instructions so you know exactly what you need to include. Let me know if you have any questions. But that's Google Draw.